WrestleMania XL Night 2 review. Now, I gave Night 1 4 out of 5 stars, 8 out of 10, whatever you want to say it, but Night 2 delivered on all cylinders. I will arguably say, aside from the Gunther versus Sami Zayn match, that Night 2 was the better night. And I'm not just saying this on a wrestling match standpoint. I'm talking about an entertainment overall standpoint, from all the surprises we got to the matches that were wrestled. So we opened Night 2 with a 50% Seth freaking Rollins going up against a fully fresh and healthy Drew McIntyre. And out the gate, he opens the match with a Claymore, smelling blood, thinking that he could end it quick. But man, oh man, did Seth Rollins put up a hell of a fight. And despite Seth Rollins being kayfabe injured everywhere else, but having a legit knee injury, he arguably had the best performance of the weekend right in this match. CM Punk's commentary in this match was freaking hilarious too. You know, that was also one of the highlights of the match. If anybody knows how to call a match, it's CM Punk. Now, I got the result of this match halfway right, because I called CM Punk interfering, but I thought that he would interfere during the match, costing Drew the match and causing Seth to retain. But lo and behold, Drew actually won the match clean, went over to the commentary table to go gloat in front of CM Punk, who he ironically injured, and guess what? CM Punk attacked him, just like I thought he would, and out comes Damian Priest to cash in his money in the bank. 1, 2, 3. New World Heavyweight Champion. So, yep, I called that one right on the money. Next up, we had a match that, dare I say it, exceeded expectations. Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits versus Karrion Kross and the Authors of Pain, with Bubba Ray Dudley back in Philly as a special guest referee. And this match did deliver. You want a hardcore match? You want a throwback ECW kind of feel? You want high-flying spots with big, muscular, powerful men slamming the hell out of each other and beating each other over the head with weapons? Then you got it. And shout out to the ladies even for putting on too. B-Fab put that other girl through a table. Man, like, I was proud of that spot. Also, Snoop Dogg on commentary was hilarious too. But this has a little bit of payoff and closure for Bobby Lashley, because Karrion Kross has gotten the best of him for like the last 2 or 3 months. And Bobby Lashley needed this win for his WrestleMania moment. Next up, you have arguably the show stealer as far as the wrestling and the entertainment, with Logan Paul, Kevin Owens, and Randy Orton. A triple threat match for the United States title. Now, a lot of people figured that Logan would retain, and a lot of people, like myself, didn't really care if he retained, just as long as the match is entertaining. And by God, it was. Because the better part of the match, probably about the first 5 to 10 minutes, was Logan Paul getting the ever-loving hell beat out of him. And I loved it. And then halfway through the match, when Kevin Owens tried to go for a pin, he realized, hey, only one of us can win. And Randy Orton, in classic Randy Orton fashion, tried to sneak an RKO out of nowhere on there. And then that gave Logan Paul the opening he needed, of course. And we even get a special cameo from I Show Speed, who probably took one of the best RKOs this year. He sold the hell out of it, and I'm proud of him. But I think that Logan Paul going over on Randy Orton and Kevin Owens was the right move, because Randy Orton didn't really need a mid-card title, and Kevin Owens, he could do other things. And besides, I think he's going to lose it at SummerSlam to LA Knight. Yeah. And speaking of which, we have the match between AJ Styles and LA Knight. Yeah. AJ Styles is a legend in his own right, so a win for him wouldn't have been bad on the WrestleMania stage either. But say what you want about LA Knight, say he's a hype job, say he's overrated. If anything else, by God, that man knows how to entertain, and he knows how to command a crowd. He had that Philly crowd eating out of his hands, and you had to love every second of it. But like the Usos match, I thought this match would have benefited just a little bit more if it had a special stipulation like a street fight. But I'm happy with what I got. And this win here will elevate LA Knight to a new level. Like maybe a world title picture. A lot of people are projecting him to win the Money in the Bank this year. I wouldn't be mad if him or Gunther won it, but I would give this match a 3.9 out of 5 stars. Next, you got the co-main event for the women's title between Io Sky and Bayley. And I like the back and forth interaction between Bayley and Io Sky during the match, with Bayley saying, "You never liked me, you were never my friend, you just used me to get to the top." And makes sense because she's the one who created the stable. But the match was wrestled very, very well. And I love a lot of the high-flying spots from Io Sky. But above all, I will give this match a 7.5 out of 10. And as for the main event, I'm going to do an entirely different video on that. That is about a 5 or 10 minute discussion right there. So stay tuned for that.